Hey everybody, I wanted to do a quick video. I hit a couple milestones this week. First, I hit 200 subscribers. It's been a hell of a 2 months. A lot of that has to do with the people that paved the way before me. You know, the big boys like Phil and Seth and Alex and Brian. All those guys have been putting out great content for a while, and you know, as a result, we built a little community. We have all the medium-sized content creators. Like I rode with Trail Features, Joseph, he lives close to me. He's probably about, a half hour, 45 minutes away. I rode with him, had a great time. He has a really great artistic vision, wants to tell great stories about other people. He's awesome. We have two really funny guys that I've been talking to a bunch. I love watching their stuff. B1, Robert, and Bobo from Biking with Bobo. Both those guys are hilarious. Definitely check them out. We have our friend over in Italy, Luke, Reluctant Rider. He's really, you can tell that he has a lot of determination. He has his new show format that comes out every Monday. It's great. It's actually a really great way to, get that 100-foot view of what happened this week in the world of mountain biking on YouTube. He's just a great guy, super nice. He's doing a trip soon. Let's see, who else do we have in our community? We have Gene, regular guy mountain biking. One of his buddies, I think it's one of his buddies, Mike Likes Trails. We got Tony from MTV Drop-In. We've got the two, I think they're brothers, the Trail Peak guys. We've got BC POV that's doing some ridiculous British Columbian POV footage. There's so many great channels, great content creators. I'm going to link all of the channels I just mentioned down below. You should subscribe to every single one of them. And I'm sure that there's some that I forgot. If I think of any more, I'll put them in the links as well. So we have a great community. So I wanted to celebrate that, celebrate me hitting the 200 subscriber mark with this video. The other milestone that I hit this week is I got to ride with my prosthetic for the first time. And that also has exceeded my expectations. Aaron from Chumba and from Blue Sky Prosthetics, he told me, hey, for your first ride, try to pound some pavement or do some gravel grinding. You want to get used to your prosthetic. And I said, hey, let's go to Pace Bend, which has some chunk. It has some smooth, flowy stuff, but it also has some chunk. And he said, yeah, let's go. And most of the way through the ride, I started to not regret it, but I started to feel that pain and not being used to having a prosthetic on. So I'm gonna start a training program, a little regimen, to try to get my arm used to having that prosthetic on, so that I can do these big rides with lots of chunk and lots of technical stuff. So I wanted to show you how I put on the prosthetic, so I'm gonna do that right now. So here's the actual prosthetic. It's awesome. It's carbon fiber. It's pretty cool. And this is called the Osser Liner. I'm going to put that on. So this is, it's inside out right now. It's like a rubbery, and it has a little ball, inverted ball at the end. So what I do is I roll it down, roll it on. I realize it's a little weird. It's like a prophylactic or something. So yeah, I roll that on. You might have seen my Instagram picture where I had it on, and it's got this screw on the end. It looks really menacing. And then here's the prosthetic. So the prosthetic has a button on the side. It also has a thread on the inside that this fits in. I just push it on for a couple clicks. I have to put it against something to get that pressure, just to make sure I get it all the way on. So I'll do it on the ground. And there we go. And that's it. It's on, it's not coming off, it's great. Next thing I'll do is I'll come grab the camera and I'll show you my bike. We'll do a quick little bike check, things that I've done to my bike in the last week to show you how I can ride with this thing. Alright, I guess I'll just start here with the front. Don't mind my garage crap in the background. So over here, I used to have my right brake that never got used. But now I have an attachment that goes with my prosthetic. So when I put my prosthetic on, I just rest on that ball mount. And over here we have a whole mess of stuff. So when I was trying to figure out what to do with my bars and how everything should change, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to pull my shifter I've never really pulled my front brake, so I knew I had to do something there. I talked to a few mechanics, and they said, hey, you should try grip shift, because then you don't have to worry about levers. I had grip shifts in the 90s, didn't really like them. They shifted too often, I felt like, and I just wasn't into it. So then I found this guy, Tom Wheeler. His website is notbroken.co.uk. He was a downhill rider. On a run, he wrecked his bike. His shoulder hit a tree, and now his right arm is paralyzed. Super tragic story. But he told me, hey, you should check out grip shift. And I was still skeptical, but I thought, hey, let's do it. So I mentioned it to the mechanic, Vince, that was hooking up my bike. And we ordered some grip shifts together, and he put it on. So let me show you. So here are the grip shift. I noticed that I ride with my arm in a bunch, so it overlaps a little bit. And they click pretty easily. Now these are reversed, so pushing forward makes it easier for me to pedal, and pulling back makes it harder. And it's been working out great. I've done one ride and I'm getting pretty used to it. The other thing that I'm doing here is I have stacked brake levers. So I'll put my hand on it and show you how it works. So this is pretty vertical. I know a lot of people say that your brake should be as vertical as possible. This is actually my front brake. Over here is my rear brake. And so what I do is I'm either usually pulling this by itself, or I'm pulling both at the same time. And actually it's not too bad. I don't have to worry about it too much. These are the SRAM guide levers. So if I ever want to adjust the angle of my brakes, I can just click this bad boy. Did you see that move? Just a little bit. I feel like I got them pretty dialed in how I want them right now, but I'm sure that I'll be tweaking them. Of course, I left my dropper there. So here I am with my prosthetic on, where I have my seat down right now. I'm on a little step that's in my garage, but get on and off, I just lift it off. It has a bunch of wiggle room, so as I position myself over the bike or off the back, it can adjust. Also has this little hook here, which makes it really nice, because now what I can do is if I need to pick up my bike, lift it over something, I got that there too. Pretty slick, I love it. I have to say I'm very thankful for both Blue Sky Prosthetics that helped me get fitted for this and get this up, as well as Chumpa Cycles. Helped me figure out the best way to set up my bars here so that I can still do all the things I used to be able to do and also wear the prosthetic. And of course I need to thank you guys. You guys have been super supportive. Commenting on things, doing things like following me on Instagram, liking my Facebook page, checking out this little splash page website that I put up. I'm gonna further develop that later. But thank you so much for supporting what I do. Right now it's just a hobby. I've obviously learned a lot about prosthetics and prosthetic setup and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to kind of share that journey with you guys, share that experience. And as I increase my skills as a result of having this thing, I'm hoping that that gets you guys stoked and gets you amped up to go out and ride. So one last time, thanks so much, you guys, for everything that you do to support me. Make sure that you smash that thumbs up button below. Comment if you have any questions about anything I went over. Tell me if you'd like to see something more in depth, or if you have any questions. And make sure you subscribe to get all my future videos. I got one coming out in a few days of the ride that I did yesterday. So thanks a lot. Stay shreddy, guys.